Hello and welcome to a solo Snickerer Saturday stream. That's right, alliteration abound. It's me, Snickerer, just me. BMR is on break, leave, vacation, what have you. So it is, yeah, just me. So plan is I kind of scrape some stuff together. Most of the stuff I want to do, unfortunately, I would like to do as a group with BMR. So we're just going to go around. I have some blue quests helping the fox guy, Kurbana. I have one helping a Mikote over in Garabanya. Where is it? Yeah, new contender. I've held this one for a while. Mzet. And then so yeah, see where that leads us, and then yeah, just kind of see what else is going on, happening around. Hexia, hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night. But yeah, I mean, I was like racking my brain trying to think of what can I. Oh, and also let me know how everything is volume wise. I'm using a new microphone, so I'm not sure how well it's picking me up. This is my first stream with it, so it's kind of a test run. But yeah, I was racking my brain together, trying to think of what I wanted to do. I thought about maybe doing a deep dungeon because we've never done that before, but I don't know what to expect from it. Good night is fitting. Yeah, it's probably what? Hold on, I can do math. What, 12:30? 1:30? 2:30? Somewhere around there. You can hear it? Okay. Yeah, let me know if anything needs to be adjusted. But yeah, there's the deep dungeon. I'm continuing my relic stuff. I don't know. I really want to get started on Eureka, but I know BMR is gonna it's gonna be a minute. Deep dungeon would be doable as long as everyone has an open save. Sound is clear, but it sounds like you're in an empty room. I mean, I'm in my room. It's fairly empty. That just means I'm gonna have to mess with some of the pickup. Unfortunately, I don't have. I know BMR, his office studio has a lot of sound dampeners that he's put on the walls and stuff to help insulate that echoey noise. I don't have that going, so it sound quality might suffer a little bit. Hopefully, it doesn't drive you crazy. But yeah, first we're just gonna knock out some of these small little quests. So, story with this guy is he's kind of looking for purpose, as far as I can tell. So he's going around Namai doing odd jobs for people, Kurobana, and so far nothing's really stuck. Ah, you must be the adventurer I have heard so much about. And Kurobana, nice to see you well. Is there something you would ask of me? How kind of you to offer. You can never be too careful with these pesky arrowheads. Be sure not to take care not to trample any of the rice plants when you are removing the weeds. He's gonna make me help him, isn't he? Not bothering, just mention it so you didn't know. Thank you. Feedback is always helpful. Yep, why don't you help Kurbana with the work, adventurer? Not many travelers have the chance to experience such a core part of life in Namai. Of course I'll help. I've done this before. Yeah, I'm like a full-fledged botanist. So, Banana, you were saying Deep Dungeon would be doable as long as everyone has an open save. Does that just mean because it records your progress as you go? So would you just have to start over? Palace of the Dead continues the story from Tim Tarhard. Isn't that the one where the girl was possessed and was like trying to abduct that Lalafell? I don't know. I was having somebody explain it to me. You start at like you start at level 1 and you work your way up, and there's like there's 200 levels or something to work your way through. It sounded interesting. Every character has 2 save slots, and you have to lock yourself with the group you run with. Have to overwrite if you do a new group. I mean, okay, that makes sense. He's just standing up there. He's not pulling any weeds. He's just... I think this may be the job for me, Dorbay. Just watch. These patties will be free. I'm gonna doubt it. Yep, with Ida. Oh my gosh, she was so creepy. I'm sure she had her reasons. I think if we read the notes, we found out she was doing it for the right reasons or so. I don't. The healer who let her fiance die and then tried to revive him. Yeah, that poor girl. But she still gave me the heebie-jeebies. Finished already? Yeah. Here's your weeds. Fine work indeed. I see you made sure to remove the entire weed, including its roots. I also had Hayabusa check my work, and it seems like I have finally found a job I can do. Okay. However, something did bother me a bit while I was working. It could be my imagination, but do these patties not smell a little odd? Odd? Is your nose quite alright? I tend to these fields daily and have never smelled anything strange. Honestly, I cannot fathom how you think it acceptable to criticize my patties when I have allowed you to work them. Do you make fun of people's children when you are a guest in their homes? Or are you merely moaning because you had to engage in hard labor? Frankly, it matters not. Begone. He just found a job he was good at. I am sorry, I did not mean it as an insult. Alright, well. One day, to find a job. Hexia, hello! Got the ferry up. Looking stylish as ever. I'll send you an invite. Banana, I don't know what you're up to. I see Dockwalker's online. I don't know if you're running stuff. Have we at least found the right job for you? No. Not really. Would you care to explain why you could not just keep quiet? I was simply surprised by the smell of the paddy fields. Alright. You're available, sure. Should I wait if I wanted to do a deep dungeon? Is that that's a 4-person thing? I still cannot forget the smell of those patties. Something is definitely not right with them. I struggled to put into word exactly what was wrong with the odor. I just know that it was not normal. We Lupin have a heightened sense of smell. This is most likely why Hayabusa himself had not noticed anything odd. Sitting here doing nothing is likely to send me mad. Dorbay, would you help me look into the source of the stench? Looking into the smell is fine, but take care not to anger Hayabusa any further. Do not worry, Fukudo. I promise I will not cause any more trouble. First, I would like to visit some normal paddy fields just to confirm I am not imagining things. Meet me by the ones to the west. You haven't unlocked it on the Salt? I think it's just over in Gridania. I think I just talked to um, somebody in the South Shroud. But, is the new patch out yet, or is that something that's coming up? I know, Banana, you posted a bunch of the changes that are coming to it, and they looked. I mean, they looked at least, I don't know, interesting. Uh, Nothing really caught my eye, except for the chat bubbles. Those are. I'll see how those work. Tuesday? Cool. Are you excited about anything that's coming out? Is this just a maintenance patch, or is it actually going to be actual content? These fields have markedly different scent to those we just visited. Is the water to blame? Heard a noise from nearby. I think it came from the reservoir. Go ahead and fly it then. You know where it is. I would be shocked if there's much in this game that you guys don't know where it is. And between Hexia, Banana, and Ginger, you guys... like, encyclopedias of knowledge. Point 3 patches are some of the best for story, so I hope they wrap up Dawn Trail stuff well. Excited for the second part of the Alliance raid? Is it a good one? I think the Alliance raids are some of my favorite parts of the patch content. New treasure map dungeon, new trial, new Alliance raid, new Hildy, lots of damn. Nothing better than the first day of an Alliance raid. I mean, how often do you guys get wiped first try through? Oh, there's some dead, oh no, there's some dead cats in here. Some dead corals. Final Fantasy XI Alliance raid? Are you saying the Alliance raid is based off of Final Fantasy XI, or is it you saying Final Fantasy XI Alliance raids were better? I had known you were powerful, but you might be even stronger than Hucker. I mean, yeah, I'm level 74. First week people die a lot, but it's the kind where people just don't know rather than not paying attention. Well, I mean, yeah, you have to, like you said when we were doing the Iblis raids, it was paid through the lots of blood, sweat, and tears. Not so much as back in the days, but it's just fun when nobody knows anything. I mean, yeah, new content, right? You can only repeat some of the raids so many times. Alliance Raid series is a direct reference of Final Fantasy XI places and characters. That's cool. It seems like, especially in the Alliance raids, they've been referencing a lot of past, I guess, games. And, I mean, that's... you can't lose. Like, those are already really good stories. So do you guys have Alliance Raid clearing parties? I mean, 24 people is a lot to get together. So I imagine you have to play with some randoms. Dorbe and I have found the source of the odor that was coming from Hayabusa's patties. It was a creature that made the reservoir its home. A creature, you say? When Dorbe slayed the beast, it released a most foul stench into the air. I really think you should replace the water in your fields. Yeah, take that, Hayabusa. You look much better than the stuff from the first part. So more glam for the future. I think Sky Pirates was the only one that mostly unique, but even that gets callbacks in places like a Cool Crescent. Yeah, that's right. Sky Pirates was kind of its own thing going on. New glam is also the reason why I'm about to do some PvP again. Actually, is like if you've got anything that's like any sort of glam that looks halfway decent, she is on it. I wish I could say my motivation was that. Actually, Kurabana, do you think you would be up to examining my fields on a more regular basis? If you were to learn the smells of the various diseases which affect rice, you would doubtless notice any infections earlier than any of us could. I've never had anyone rely on me before, never mind a whole village. It is somewhat daunting, but I would love to help. Oh, Kurabana finally found his spot. My apologies for eavesdropping, but... He wants him to look at his rice fields too. I'm all for collecting outfits. I feel better getting 5 pieces of gear in the dresser for the price of 1 slot. You know the fashion is real good. I did watch the hierarchy vid. I mean, it takes skill I do not possess in order to craft some of these outfits. Need Lupin playable race and or beast tribe. I know, I like the Lupin. They have a cool look. I'd rather have them than the snake ladies. So, if you... Like, let's say I'm putting stuff in my glam dresser and I have parts of an outfit, but not the entire outfit. And I put it in my glam dresser, does it automatically put it into one outfit slot, or do I have to manually go in and change that? Do you know what I mean? Where it's got like the little like chest icon, and then you can is that it? Was that... Wow. That was fast. I know I do have some stuff down here, but these are the stupid catfish people, and I don't like them. You can only save as outfit if you have all the pieces and they have the same quality level. How many store outfits I bought just for one of the pieces? I mean... If it's worth it, you know? I'll be honest, I have never even looked in the store, because don't tempt me. I'm sure I'm sure there's something in there that I'd want to buy. If anything, just to save myself the trouble of having to craft like an individual outfit, I'll just buy a whole outfit. Exactly, $30 for a shirt and a game with a hat, gloves, pants, and boots. I mean, what do you do with? I mean, you paid for it, so you don't want to just like get rid of it, but you just stick it in your dresser and you don't think about it. The bow you're wearing is one of those pieces. Let's see. Oh, we got yeah, we got Gioran, little catfish dude. If I remember right, he was trying to make up his like mercantile empire. Bought one just for a skirt and so on. Other than retainers, how many retainers do you have? Uh, if I was more serious about my crafting right now, because as it's going through the patches, I'm just tossing everything from earlier patches or selling it or whatever. Because I ran out of space in my retainers. An exception for the lunar whale, eight seat mount. Yeah, the lunar whale is pretty cool. I think I'd buy. I know BMR would buy one of those the motorcycle mount if you could get it. You have 8. What do you keep in there? Just everything? Isn't it like $5 an additional crafter? Or not a crafter, an additional retainer? No wealth like mineral wealth. At the glittering basin, Yorin eagerly awaits the next opportunity for you to aid him in his ascension to mercantile greatness. Oh, let's see this. Let's see this bow. I do like it. It's actually very detailed for just like a bow. Well, you bought an entire outfit for that? If you're gonna buy a mount, the Fenrir motorcycle is definitely a solid choice. Yeah, he really wants that motorcycle. That and the Final Fantasy 15 car. All right, let's see what this catfish wants. I am ready to begin my life as a miner, a prospector. Yes, yes, I mean to search for my fortune, my fame. I'm sure it lies to the west of our manor. I will go ahead of you, Dorbay, but please do come find me. Yes, yes. I hate the catfish. They're just slimy and I don't trust them. Oh, Banana, did you want an invite? I'm not really doing anything right now, but I'm just kind of running around. You build the furnitures for the housing, so you need a lot of... That makes sense. That'd be annoying to have to go and collect every time. Like, I was looking at some of these... like, some of these furniture lists are... kind of crazy. Like, look at this. You need... Six different items for a lamp. Okay, yeah, if I decide to jump in and do some raids or whatever, I'll shoot you an invite. Catfish are one of the few races I just outright don't like them all. I just they don't seem like they have any positive values. They're like little Lalafels, but not cute. Long-term goal to someday get every check mark on your crafted log. When I first started doing my crafting, probably like the first 3 or 4 lists, I was trying to get everything 100%, and then I just gave up because that was taking way too long. One is for wood, one for fabrics, one for metals, one for stones. I, I mean, I kind of split it up that way. Uh, one retainer has like wood, stone, and like raid stuff, and the other one has fabrics and other stuff, alchemy stuff, I guess, regions. Uh, Dorbay, you gave me a start, a fright, but I am glad to see you. It was so good of you to come to visit. I am prospecting for ores as we speak, using my fortune-seeking barbels. Yes, yes, the Namazu barbel is a sensitive thing. Mine will detect where the most precious of ores lie. I do believe I found something. I feel a tingle, a twinge in my barbels. I don't like the way he's talking about his barbels. It's kind of weird. Goal is just to level up or do achievements. So you can handle materials easier. Yeah. As soon as it was fine for ARR, but as soon as I hit Heaven's Word, I just completely ran out of space. Everything's the lowest to the highest. Yeah, it's not separated, so. Nice. Alright. And then I guess while I'm in the area, I can go swoop over by the Doman Enclave and see what's happening over there. It is all well and good. I have found a choice mining location, but I'm afraid my hand is stayed. There are a host of nasty beasts lingering and prowling. I can't get to the ore for fear of my life. Please, Dorbe, you must help me. Okay. It's just these birds. So many of the AR materials you don't need to hold on to because they sell from material vendors or in housing or elsewhere. Yeah. So I'm doing, or I was doing the, why can't I remember what they're called? The bird people. The Ixal. I was doing the Ixal Beast Tribe, which I'm almost done with, I hope. And I know one of their quests was to turn in, you have the opportunity to turn in a bunch of different materials, but they were all requiring such low level materials. I didn't have any from left. I'd throw them all away, so I had to go buy a bunch from the marketing board. If you're gonna do the Enclave stuff, I suggest running your retainers on their long ventures for coins. I have not been doing any of their ventures. I've been completely ignoring that. Okay, he's basically just gonna go and dig for rock until he becomes rich. Again, he kind of sucks. This is the one of the foxes, wolves that I got from doing my Moogle tomes. I actually I like all of them, or at least the 3 that I have so far. If your free company has materials vendor, definitely check what they've got for low level mats. Yeah, occasionally I'll go back there just for like 1 or 2. But I'm lazy. Right now they need stuff like steel, steel plates or whatever, and that means I'm going to need iron and I think what, cobalt or something like that to blend. Look at how they sparkle, look how they shine. I have no doubt these ores will seek me to greatness, to fame. I must show them to Gyofu, yes, yes. He is very knowledgeable about the selling of ores. I kind of hope they're not worth anything. Is that mean of me? Yeah, a little bit. Does he deserve it? Probably. Gyofu, I have something for you to inspect, to see. You certainly are in good spirits. What is it, Gyoran? I do like his little dance. I've been mining and brought me my first haul of findings for your appraisal, your evaluation. Tell me, how much gil will these ores fetch at market? Is that where you've been off to all this time? Well then, let us have a look, shall we? Yes, yes. You want the truth of me, yes, Bjorn? Tell me your honest reaction. They're worthless. It is difficult to place a value on these ores you have. Quite difficult indeed. And that is because they are so very, very worthless. Yes, I do it. You've dragged a veritable pile of garbage across Yangsha and into our manor. Good. But my barbels, they tingled, they twinged. You silly, silly catfish. Yeah, I guess I'll take more materia. I don't really use it very much. At the glittering basin, Yorin is visibly depressed. I failed at prospecting, at mining, I was so sure I would succeed, never have I been so disappointed in myself. Yep, never give up making money. There I found a tale of a merchant who sold the wings and scales of monsters, of beasts. That will be my next endeavor. I know this time it will work. Just imagining myself trapping beasts and collecting their parts make my barbels tingle, twinge. Again, with the barbels, just chill, man. What you got on now? Is that your Reaper outfit? You know what? I do like a solid green. I have my, what is it? My Bard outfit. It's like a nice like woodland green. But again, this was easy. This was just like a PvP outfit that I could buy. Lately I've been sending out my combat retainers to fetch level 1, 2 materia. It's such a gamble. It takes 18 hours, but our relics await. Oh, I was probably spending way too much money, but I was just buying it from the market board. I don't think I could do it again. It was taking way too long. Unfortunately, my current way forward is being bottlenecked by the poetics. So I honestly should just have to do more of the just more of the daily quests, and I don't always want to. Show these damn water serpents. I plan to build them all eventually, so I want to limit the amount I buy. Yeah, save. I mean, save your money. At 100, we drown in poetics. So I've noticed that for I guess there used to be like different tomes. Do they just after enough time get converted into poetics? This is precisely what I need, and for my part, I've already finished constructing my traps. All that is left is to venture into the wild and set them. I do not wish to bore you with such a chore. That's very nice of you. Alright, guess I'll wait here. You wanna bet he got stuck in his trap? Tomes rotate with every rate tier. There are 2 tomes for endgame and cutting edge endgame. Anything older goes to poetics. So right now there would be stuff for like what Dawn Trail, and then like stuff for the patches. Oh, please let somebody have eaten him. Is that a cannon? It's actually pretty cool. Oh no, he's dead. Oh, he looks dead. Hey, buddy, come on. So thank you, my friend. You have saved me yet again. I was out simply setting my traps, and then I suppose I got a bit too excited and stepped into one of them. How embarrassing. Called it. I am finding that an effective trap is truly a dangerous thing. Yes, yes, I do believe I must abandon this trapping endeavor. I put my faith in my Emma Ima Kamono, and tried several ways to make my fortune, my fame, yet none of them have gone well. None at all. Yeah, go speak with Gyofu. He seemed like he knew what he was up to. When Dawnchild dropped, they were level 100 tomes, and then First Raid Wing added another set above them. Okay. I guess that's what's keeping you from just stockpiling Poetics and then buying the newest stuff when it comes out. That makes sense. Come on, get the cake. All right, I need a little break from the fish people. Banana, if you want, I kind of want to run I don't want to do MSQ. I'm I'm good with that. But if you want to help me run an alliance raid, newest tomes start with a 450 per week cap. Wow. Cool. All right. Uh, I haven't done an alliance raid at least recently as a tank, so we're gonna find out how that goes. Does not meet the requirements. Is it me? Or were you... Try it again? There we go. But yeah, honestly, I'm really excited for the... hopefully when BMR gets back, we do the Four Lords content. I think that should be pretty cool. You had your AR Relicon still. It kind of bugs me that my relics aren't actually useful for actual combat. Thank you. Four Lords also has bubbles. 2 dungeons allocated to it, and 3 trials. I mean, is that something we could get through in one try? Or is that like gonna be longer content? There's 1 damage that fell asleep at his keyboard. Okay, so probably not that first Saturday, because I'm sure the other guy's gonna be jet lagged. And then 2 solo duties also. Yeah. That might be a 2-parter. Alright, what do we got? It's the... Is this, what, Circus Tower? Labyrinth of the Ancients? And you get to use your armor clearly. The irony. I'm kind of disappointed that Mythic Brush is not using a Pictomancer. I'll be honest, a little disappointing not getting any of the newer stuff, but whatever. I always enjoy these alliance raids. Usually because there's like some, I don't know, some random thing happens and then there's a wipe. What are we? We're B? Black Mage used to have a brush weapon. Are you guys both healing? Oh no. I think in the recent history, I've been running just like red mage. Can I? Can I move? You guys left me. Like I said, skeletons and then dragons. I wasn't really paying attention. I was just trying to grab whatever ads I could. Or greet everything. Am I supposed to bring it to you guys? And we got extra people. Why are we all standing here? Taking range on ads. Yeah, I've noticed that it can be kind of boring just standing back there if nothing brings it in within range. Am I supposed to be bringing him somewhere? Oh god. This is why I'm not allowed to do any of the new... this is why I'm not allowed to do any of the new Alliance Raid stuff. Only those with Ghost Buff can hurt him. Is it granted to parties into like a roulette? ABC tank mini bosses at marked waypoints kill spawns. Okay. I don't want to go first. Do I hit it? I'm gonna hit it. Oh no. Why were they waiting for me? There's other tanks! You can't place or clear waymarks in combat. I don't really know what's going on in the chat. What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just charge in and grab stuff? I was trying to keep him from the rocks. B tank focus on keeping the B ad up north away from the other big ads. Also pick up the Roman bombs. C has one in cutscene, one AFK. Okay. Da-da-da-dum. Guys just respawn right away. Does need to hold giant and face it away from the rocks, but no point in killing it. I mean, if I didn't want to go hide behind the rocks and then have it like, you know, do something. Should I do a ready check, or I can't tell if this guy's in cutscene or if he's just hanging out. See if you can pull all the markers up. Alright. I'm gonna go hit him. I've been wiped enough on this one, or at least I know this part. Again. Alright. I swear, do not have this much problems with just like random alliance raid stuff. Unless I'm on stream. And then everything goes to hell. Level up? Congrats. Unless I leveled up. I think I did level up. I think I'm 75 now. Alright. I honestly just don't like the catfish, so we're gonna go check out what this Doman Enclave stuff's all about. I think is this way. Also, do I have a... I do. It was good for one. This group was special. We had that one guy who was like randomly AFK. I don't know, there was some sort of argument in the chat about markers or something. Level 94 Scholar, let's go. 6 more levels to go. If not coins, just know you can sell anything to them that can be vendored. Does it have to be above a certain value? Or can I just give them, like, whatever? The reclamation blocks. Alright. Kozakura. Oh, Dorbei! It is a rare honor indeed to receive heroes such as you. Pray allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kozakura, and I manage the accounts of the Shazenkai. Oh, but you must be unfamiliar with our organization. Forgive me, forgive me. At present, we are largely concerned with facilitating the reconstruction and revitalization of the Enclave. Needless to say, you have our work cut out for us. Or we have our work cut out for us. It's quite fortuitous, actually, you being here. I had mind to petition your assistance. What the... What was that? Like, stop bowing? Ah, right you are. It's rather difficult to converse while staring at one's feet, and you would doubtless benefit from an explanation. As you may know, the Enclave was once the economic and cultural center of Doma. Alas, it suffered terrible devastation at the hands of the Empire, both during and following the failed rebellion of yesteryear. That it and other ruins might stand as testament to the folly of resistance, Extensive reconstruction was forbidden by the Imperial Viceroy. Of course, that is no longer a concern. At long last, we are free to rebuild the Enclave, to restore the heart of our once great nation, and show the world that Doma lives on. But as I said before, we have our work cut out for us. We have limited funds and material resources, not to mention a lack of skilled craftsmen. Which brings me to the other matter I wish to discuss with you, that of our brothers and sisters in Eorzea, the refugees that settled in Revenant's Toll. I am given to understand that they have worked closely with the local leadership to build and maintain much of the settlement. Many knew trades before they left, and those that did not doubtless learned that they might earn their keep. If they were to return home and aid us in the reconstruction effort, it would be a tremendous boon. Would you be willing to speak with them on our behalf? Sure. Weekly amount. At max reputation, I can sell them 20,000 worth of item to get to 40 pay gil. Oh, it's Ian. Well, this seems as good a time as any to discuss the matter. I am grateful beyond measure to you and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn for welcoming Yugiri and my people in their hour of need. As the beneficiaries of this kindness, they have made every effort to repay you and the people of Rednit's Toll. Nevertheless, we here bear responsibility as well. Kozakura, if you would be so kind. What, money? We will send them a considerable gift as gesture of gratitude and goodwill. However, I would like that missive to be delivered to the Adventurers Guild representative in advance. If you were to personally hand it to the man, I would be honored. Excellent. I knew I could count on you, my friend. Pardon my interruption, Kozakura. I look forward to seeing your progress. Oh dear, I hope we don't disappoint him. Anyway, I'll not keep you. Thank you again for the assistance and safe travels. All the way to Revenant's Toll. That's gonna take a minute. I won't abandon Hexia here. I see Banana over there, probably getting relic stuff. Okay. I'm honestly kind of disappointed because I like my relic sword, but right before I got it, Hexia, you gave me this sword and shield that are honestly way cooler than my relic sword. So now my relic sword is gathering dust. And that's honestly why I chose to do the Machinist relic for Heavensward instead of the Paladin one. Because I like the Paladin one. But I just didn't see... I didn't see it fitting into my glam. And they already made making arrangements for our return. These guys are happy to go home. Just wanted you to not feel left out after giving BMR the Dark Knight sword that you saw in my main. I know, and I really appreciate it. I think it looks really cool. It's just it's ruined. It's ruined everything. All the relics. Although, if I'm being honest, I don't know if I like the final relic for um, for the ARR Paladin as much as I liked some of the steps before it. So they're gonna stay until they finish their work that they're working on. It's very common to prefer the earlier steps. Get a replica, and you can put that into dresser. I know. I bought the final relic replica, but I probably will go back. All right. Wait for the domens. That's down here. Over here. Wait to receive the domen refugees. Yes. Derek. Is he the replica vendor over there in over by the Workforge? Sounds like he's streaming from inside the empty room. I know, I'm using my mic, and I apparently need to cover my walls with egg cartons or something. Maybe I'll glue carpet to the wall. Anyway, I wanted to ask your opinion on a gift I wish to give a dear friend of mine before leaving Isildour. Isildare. You remember her, do you not? No, him. That's a guy's name. Okay, fair enough. Though older than me, the two of them were still going on grand adventures before they joined the Scions. How I envy his vigor. Though we have done little more than drink tea and speak of our children, I have cherished his company. I will miss him truly. Alas, in recent days his body has begun to get the better of him, so I was thinking of giving him something for his health. Do you have any suggestions? Eye drops. A tonic for his memory? Anything for his back? Yeah. Maybe a mic dampener? What do you mean? What is a mic dampener? Lady adventuring with Grandpa. You can find them. That's cool. You can find them out in the world, just wandering around. I don't know. Those eye drops probably could have helped him. Alright guys, I'll be back. I'm gonna go toss my microphone into the sink and see if that helps. I mean there is a foam thing already on the mic. I could get a bigger foam thing. My friend, if you could spare a moment for your time. The toll is home to many interests to which we owe a great deal, but there is one in particular to which we definitely should pay respects. Rowena's House of... Rowena is the greediest person I've ever met. And I've known many Lalafels. And so I thought to bid farewell to the one representative with whom I have worked most closely. If you would look to the counter by the gate. I speak of the raven-haired beauty of all Rowena's girls. She's been very helpful. There is a problem, however. I cannot for the life of me remember her name. They all sound so similar. No, please don't ask me, because I have no idea. Your husband always lost it every time I play with. Yeah, I've long ago lost the one on my. Um... Okay, it's. Okay, I think the one in the middle is the tome. No, the one on the far end is the tomes. I think it's Aelina? Aelina? Aelina is the answer? Okay. I just want to say, I remembered before I looked in the comments. I wasn't sure. What happens if I say the wrong name? So I'm waiting for these domens to like one at a time come up here and come ask me questions. Look at the little kid that's cheering him on over there. Uh-oh. I see some shifty Lalafels over there. Alright. Have fun. Have you seen a carbuncle roaming around? No. I've come to know many adventurers, including an arcanist with a somewhat disobedient companion. It seems every day her carbuncle wanders off on its own, you see, and today is no exception. For mercy, it will respond to its name more earnestly when called by someone other than its owner, strangely enough. The problem is I cannot seem to recall what it was. Some sort of gemstone? Topaz. Other times it's about seeing if you did a good job immersing already. I mean... I'm gonna say Topaz. The carbuncle itself is more of an emerald as I recall, but perhaps she had her reasons for naming it something nonsensical. I will trust in you. Uh-oh. It's Ruby? Giri departs in high spirits and begins calling out for Topaz at once. Alas, no errant carbuncle is forthcoming. That's my bad. Normal carbies have red rubies. how fortunate I am that you are still here. My father told me how you helped him, and I was hoping you might do the same for me. I seek your wisdom concerning Slafborn of the Adventurers Guild, who helped secure us a place here in Revenant's Toll. Thanks to him, we were able to work side by side with the frontier hands to build these walls and lay these cobblestones. We were given food and shelter, it is true, but more importantly, we were given purpose. We have, of course, already expressed our gratitude to him many times before. I myself presented Slafborn with a dome and dagger, which I am told he treasures. But now we must part ways. I feel as though we must make one final grand gesture. A more elaborate, expensive gift, perhaps. Or, well, what do you think? He doesn't seem like he'd like something super flashy. That's usually the answer. So, just try to stay in touch? Nah, something flashy. Though Hosen accepts your suggestion, his furrowed brow suggests he is not altogether confident it will suffice. I'm just handing out bad advice left and right. Okay, he looks like he was cheerful. I helped him remember the girl's name. I helped the one guy with his back. She looks upset because you couldn't find the carbuncle because I couldn't remember its name. Be humble. No, I know Slafborn. He wants gold and stuff. He's probably like an ex-pirate or something. In order to undertake the subsequent quest, you must first complete the Doman Adventurers Guild quest called Short Arms of the Law. I think I did? Is this all still part of the Doman rebuilding stuff? Short Arms of the Law, that's the one with the kids. The Scooby-Doo gang. We're gonna go find a mystery gang. I'm like, I was partway into it. This is the one with the Lalafels that they thought the Lalafels were children, so they blamed the children for stealing stuff. They require you to finish the kids' quest, or else they'll be in two places at once. That makes sense. Banana, what is that? That's like some eldritch god kind of thing. And you're just like hanging on to the back, I guess? You didn't see that? Oh, is it spoilers? Alright. I'll erase it from the memory. It's from Final Fantasy VIII. It's Eden? That means nothing to me, but I'll probably remember it now that I'm trying to not remember it. Yep, those are those shifty Lalafels. So how do we prove there are criminals? They're Lalafels. Open shut case. Come on. Go get them. I think I have an idea how to find out. Roka, can you play along? Do you want everyone to know about all the buried gold and jewels? They say those are stronger than the empires. I spent so much time learning that the treasure's in Camp Revenant's Toll, but I'll never find it now. Well, not without the grimoire, anyway. So why not just give up while you're ahead? Okay. His little Lalafell ears were tingling hearing about gold and jewels. What is wrong with her? Is she sleeping? What? In Final Fantasy VIII, they had a boost system where you could mash the square button over and over during summon animations. Eden has a crazy long animations and you could reach the max 255 boosts. Interesting. So, like, the more you tapped it, the stronger the summon would be? We just have to beat them to Camp Revenant's Toll now. From the way they took the bait, I don't think we have much time. We better hurry. Alright, gang. I hope they'll come quietly, but if they don't, you'll have to take care of them. I mean, what else is new? Gotta take care of everything. Look at that greedy Lalafell face. I think I'll take it all. Garlemald laid my homeland to waste, and so I'll use the riches to rebuild. And the weapons, oh, I will use them to make the world mine. Probably. Still only did 9,999 HP. So there was like a damage limit on there? I mean, it makes sense. Probably didn't want to break the game. I think I might be larger than all four of these children combined. Well, 'tis but a matter of knowing where to look. Tell us, how do we read it? Is there a cipher? Or must we use some sort of incantation? That's a good question. I'll be sure to tell you just as soon as I learn the answer. What? You buffoon! Why did you not think to find out? I'm sorry, Gagura. It just didn't seem important at the time. Like I took my cue after them. Why you... What are they doing? Go place elsewhere. Adults are working here, children. We're not children. We're the Doman's Adventurers Guild, and we're here to arrest you for stealing the grimoire from Rowena's. Gagarula, those are the children who talked about the treasure. They'll know how to read the grimoire for sure. Yeah, she seems like she's got some brains. I knew something smelled fishy about this. Poor Gagarua. If only he had better henchmen. You sent it away. Oh, now he played himself. So we'll just do the dirty work then. One of you against all three of mine. Unfortunately for you guys, it wasn't level synced. "12 above. Where did those younglings find so..." I don't know that word. Puissant? A protector? I've got a feeling I've seen it before. Wait, quick! Everyone come here! It's a little wonder we were outmatched. That's Dorbay Harrigan, the hero of the science. Yeah, I'm the warrior of light. You don't mean the lad who's beaten a load of primals and smashed the Imperial, ultimatum weapon to bits? You think it means like skillful? I mean, that checks out. That makes sense. We can discuss his deeds and why he is with the children later, Wawatan. Barbara? Babra? Lilina? We must do as we practiced. What, run away? Well met, Scion. Yes, we know full well who you are, but hear me. You will be adding us to your list of fallen foes. Are you ready, my friends? Look at that face. As our forefathers before us, we have a winged beast in our thrall, whose strength is so great as to tear primals in twain, and turn brave men to whimpering wretches. O mighty Valafor, we summon you with our prayers, descend from the heavens and vanquish our foes. Not seeing much. Isn't something supposed to happen? They left! And that one forgot! Yeah, that was pretty dumb that we all turned around to go, to look and see what happened. Oh man, they were booking it. Waves goodbye. Waves back. What is this quest? But they forgot one thing, the grimoire. Oh, really? They left it? I'll take that. I feel like if you show up with the grimoire and not the Lalafels, they're still gonna think that you stole it, but that you just decided to give it back. The younglings in the grimoire? It is as I feared, and they are responsible for stealing it, yes? No, it was these tiny little other people. Mr. Slathborn, we are not younglings. We are the Dolmen Adventurer Guild. All of the world will soon know our name one day. We will be even more famous than Mr. Dorbet. Oh, fair enough. Do those Lalafels come back later? I think it doesn't really matter. Alright, I finished your quest. 1,001 farewells? This might take a while. You know, I kind of have a soft spot for Revenant's Toll, if only because it's the only city where I can fly. At least so far. New beginnings, new beginnings. Oh no, he's crying. Hold on, Banana just posted. How do you say it? Puissant? Puissant? Pew? Pew? I still can't pronounce that. A competitive test of a horse's ability to jump large obstacles in show jumping. Great power, influence, or prowess. I'm gonna go with great power, influence, or prowess because if they're comparing me to a horse, I might get upset. it was one of the Uma horse girls, that would be a compliment. I'm gonna say everybody at my work is playing that game. It seems very popular. Who am I talking to? What is this thing? 1,001 farewells. I need to say goodbye to 1,000 people. Talk to Yozen. It's okay. I live in Doma. Or I go there all the time. They're racehorses, not jumping show horses. It's a compliment, either way. Okay. Philomene wants to talk to them. See, every other city I would have had to take the stairs. This is Minfilia's mom, right? Special reward. Ooh, a treasure chest. Adopted mother. Yeah. She got us matching hats. Hey, you know what? I kind of like I like Boulder's armor right now. Yeah, everybody's gonna meet up again. But you have to make a lot of money to travel back and forth between Doma and Revenantal. Okay. Back down, talk to Hozan. The children are delighted with the new hats. Miss Philomene could not have chosen a better gift. Preparations are proceeding apace. Slav-born and the guild have finalized our arrangements for the ship, so once we have finished here, we need only make our way south. If you really want to thank me, I need you to get on that ship, and I'll meet you in Doma. But I click on this, and then I click on this, and then I go here. I will never play this horse girl game. First, I never was a horse girl. Secondly, absolutely no interest in horse sport. And lastly, it reminds me of my most hated anime genre, Isekai. What, just because of the horse girls? I will say Isekai has uh, some of the cringiest anime out there. You can usually tell from the title. It takes an enclave. Once again, I must thank you for helping our brothers and sisters secure passage back home. With so many skilled craftsmen soon to be at our disposal, we of the Shazenkai are ready to proceed to the next stage of our plan to rebuild the Enclave. Which brings me to a rather delicate matter. Perhaps you will find this shameless, but circumstances being what they are, I see no other way. The reconstruction and revitalization of the Enclave cannot hope to succeed without the contributions of wealthy individuals such as yourself. I understand if you wish to refuse outright, but I beg of you, please listen to a proposal in full before you decide. Yeah, I'll be gracious. It warms my heart to hear you say that. Truly, Doma has no greater friend. Where to begin? Of course, it is important that you understand the state of the Enclave at present. I am sure you recall how everything was when you first arrived, rubble in the streets, buildings in ruin, so forth. While we have made some superficial progress since the castle fell and Doma was liberated, the scars of the occupation are far from healed. Since antiquity, the kingdom of Doma has prospered from the gifts of the One River. The success of our agriculture and industry is intricately tied to our position here. Okay, Garlean's messed all that up. Garlean's messed all that up. Forgive me, it is not so dire as it may sound. Our problems may be many. Committed to the challenge. We are not unlike the shazenso, a hardy herb that can thrive in even the most inhospitable of conditions. I took inspiration from its strength and stubbornness when deciding upon a name for our organization, in fact. Okay, you named yourself after a plant. What do you need from me? Please head to the worksite north of the Aetherite and speak with Mitsuba. Not gonna comment on people's tastes or whatever, but Uma is not Isekai. It's just an alternate world where they don't have horses, they have Uma. I just don't know what their canon take on the Mongol horde is. And what they look like. I'd like to think that it was like some sort of... Yeah, that would be interesting. It's like the Cars movies, and they had their take on World War One and or World War Two and like the Vietnam War and stuff. The way the girls are represented, I know that their behavior reference to real racehorses, but the overall ooh is something I can't stand. I mean, yeah, to each their own. I know that like beast people does tend to be an isekai trope. But I mean that it's popular. People will buy into it. I think it's made a lot of money. But I also think the game is supposed to be at least pretty fun or pretty entertaining. And the anime is actually supposed to be pretty good too. Trade is a major problem at present. We simply aren't getting enough shipments or consumables from outside of Yangsha, so our people are forced to eat the same simple fare day after day. However, once our negotiations are with foreign concerns bear fruit, we should be able to exchange whatever surplus we produce for a wider variety of ingredients, bringing us closer to realizing Mitsuba's vision. Improving the quality of life for our people in a clear, understandable manner, we can motivate them to work harder. Yeah, that makes sense. I wouldn't want to eat, rice every day. Gotta spice it up a little bit. Again, I just need you to clearly tell me what you need. You need food? I can bring food. BMR gifted me like 800 boiled eggs. What you got? Is that a lion? It's kind of how my cat looks once I give him some catnip. The 10,000 stalls are but one example of what we hope to build here. Whilst it'll take much time and effort. You will provide a small gratuity relative to the value of the item you relinquish. It should be one of the tank mounts. Is that the one you get for doing raids and whatnot? You may now use the donation basket to contribute unneeded items to the Shasenkai. These items will be used to supply and finance the reconstruction of the Doman Enclave. Further details can be had by speaking with Kazukura. Wait. Donation. So, if I want to donate, say, these 51 parsnip salads, then that'll give me to 51. And what do I need to hit in order to get to the next level? Paladin gets Lion, Warrior gets Bear, Dark Knight gets Panther. Dark Knight would get Panther. And Gunnerbreaker gets Sabretooth. Oh, the Sabretooth is going to be so cool. Taking high level content roulettes. Note the donation amount. You want to donate enough to use up the entire amount while minimizing how much you go over. What do you mean by that? So, let's donate something else. Let's say I want to donate, 69 orange juice, right? It says that the total is 69, and then my weekly budget is 20,000. How do I know what the donation amount is supposed to be? When you max out the Enclave, you get the cutscene with the flying lanterns. I'm always excited for. The weekly budget in the bottom left. Okay, so ideally, right, my weekly budget is 20,000. I want to donate exactly 20,000 worth of items. Can I donate from my armory chest? I'm assuming that's where all of my, good stuff is. Yeah, so let's say I don't want this Dome and Iron Hatchet. Want to find items worth 20,000 each week. Okay. Cool. Okay, I guess I'll work on that as well. Alright, we are gonna do a quick BRB. I will be right back. And then I might be able to do one more thing before my computer ends up dying. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, I am back. Anything you can vendor should work, but it's just elegant coins from quests and ventures. Where am I getting elegant coins? You said from quests and ventures? Would that just be in my inventory? Go ahead, add down. Or these elegant silver pieces? If I just want to donate those. Oh, yeah, that's 11,000. Political sex. Perfect. That'll work out nicely. Okay, I got a cutscene. Does that... I don't think I hit my donation limit, but it's still triggered a cutscene. Let's go see what Mitsuba wants. Okay, hunting was more valuable. Blah, 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 blah. Brother, uh-oh. The upgrade parts of the zone. Upgrade. Breakpoints are static numbers in case you did parts over multiple weeks. Leave me. Only the Firewalker matters. The Baduga must thrive. So distracted was I by the Lupin's lengthy lectures that I paid no heed to my growing hunger. Alright, so these guys are from the steppe. What are they doing? Yo, Ginger, what's up? It's about 3 resets before you finish an area. Something that's also good is the yellow demi-materia you can get from desynthesizing. I have a ton of those in my that my retainers have. Do you use it for anything else, or is it just kind of there? A Buduga that does not eat meat is no Buduga. Sure, why not? Ginger, are you online? If you're really hurting for coins, people probably post some on the market. Sometimes they'll post for less than value. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure I'll, naturally grow into it. Yeah, the ones are just Gil. Okay, that's easy. The blue and red ones are for crafting. Yeah, I needed those for my original, like the master crafting tomes. Just woke up. Good morning. I think some people get around transfer Gil limits by converting to coins when moving to a new world. You can only take so much Gil with you. Oh, this is the Sabertooth? Sick. I like that they were thoughtful and even put armor on its tail. I think it's built like a tank. Alright, I think I unfortunately am gonna have to call it here. I don't want to, but my computer is about to die. And that will end the stream whether I want it to or not. So that's the bear. That's pretty cool too. Enclave is almost done. You have a week left. Yeah, I'll just stop by and now you can all take. Who has that much money? It's like what, one short of $1 billion? Back in the days you could only take $1 million. That makes sense. There's probably less money in the game, so it would throw off all the local economies. But alright, yeah, I think that is gonna be it from me. I will be back on Wednesday doing our normal midday stream. However, I might pull a fast one on BMR, and I really just want to start Eureka. So is it viable for me to just go in by myself and do Eureka stuff, or is it mostly something I'm gonna have to do as a group? So if you could let me know, that would be great, because that is my plan for Wednesday. People have that much money? That's insane. That's like one house, probably. But thank you guys for tuning in. No, it's just me. I know we're not doing any MSQ, but I appreciate it nonetheless. I'm excited to continue moving forward, and hopefully in a couple weeks we'll be back on our normal schedule. Eureka is party content, but it'll involve weird stuff where you're not in a party. The friends will help you kill stuff. You're almost finished with Eureka. I at least want to go in and check it out. So maybe I will just kind of start it on Wednesday. You can help with that. Thank you. That would be awesome. But yeah, that's the plan, and I don't know, maybe other stuff. I talked about doing the deep dungeon, but that seems like it takes some more coordination, so we can figure that out later. And yeah, I'll try to keep us busy in the meantime. But your actual party has to be within a few elemental levels of your own. But you can probably have somebody who's not in your party go along and help. The deep dungeons will be easier to wing it. Alright, we'll see what we can do. Thank you for showing up, Hexia. Appreciate it. And, alright, as always, guys, take it easy. Become the warrior of light. Believe it.